It's week 14 of the 2023 season, and we've got the Panthers' creative quarterback as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Panthers and the Commanders next on Madden NFL 23.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by a former starter, of course, for the Panthers back in 2019. It's Teddy Bridgewater. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, if one veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 19 carries, 127 yards. Young's throw taken in by Chark. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. from the 45 on second down. Young. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 20 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Young looks to throw on first down. In trouble, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
Come on.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Right back to Sanders on first down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. To throw, Young. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time he is in. Yes. Miles Sanders with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. First down, Bridgewater. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He'll drop to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. From the 35 on 2nd down. Young got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the red zone now, Young. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. Young now after the fumble recovery. Sliding out of the pocket. And Shark hauls it in. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Young, touchdown! Hayden Hurst, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their side.
He's got a man And complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Robinson with another carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Young to throw it. And completes it once more to Anderson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
1st and 10, Young. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Young, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jahan Dotson, the Commanders, set to take over. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now at FedEx Field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. His first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. CD, after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Now Sanders. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here's Young. Out left to Anderson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
It's a second down run with Sanders.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 94 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Young.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Once again with Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders with career touchdown number 60.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Washington down by 2 touchdowns. Just over a minute 40 to play. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Now Bridgewater. This is brought in by Gibson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Desperation time, fourth down, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 27, Bridgewater.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Bridgewater now. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And again, it's Bridgewater. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. His pass caught at the 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, this was a very close ball game.